Each of us has opportunity to share in the joy of making voluntary offerings. Contribution boxes and credit or debit card terminals are located throughout the facility on Concourse 1, 2, and 3 for those who would like to give financial support to the preaching work. Please note that all contributions to the worldwide work of Jehovah's Witnesses are cared for by the local branch office. In view of this, it would be appreciated if those who contribute by check would make their checks payable to Christian Congregation of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Hello,
Howdy.
everybody. Yep,
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters.
the kids got him a Ghostbusters shirt. It glows in the dark for
Yes.
Father's Day. And they got us the little Slimer toys for our shelves behind here. So we're going to be doing that. So,
How appropriate, huh?
I know it.
Yeah.
Aren't you going to ask about the hat?
Well, I was. Yeah. What's up with the hat?
Oh, my goodness. I learned a very important lesson.
And what lesson is that?
Do not take advantage of the $10 coupon for the haircuts that are inside the Walmart stores.
I think I could have done a better job with a hatchet and a belly knife.
Yeah, I was like, next time, get the tomahawk. That would be a better job. Yeah, what part of only take off 1 inch becomes take off 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you have there is a lack of communication, huh?
Yeah, and I mean, it's not even, so I'm going to have to go back and have her.
Well, you know what the
even.
difference is between a good haircut and a bad haircut is, right?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So check back with us in 2 weeks.
Yes. Shout outs. We have some people to thank, Thank you, Paul from Scotland. Thank you very much. Connie, Annette.
Thank you.
Mike and I don't even know what to say. Thank you, except thank you. Appreciate it so much and helped quite a bit. Shout out for Les and Richard. So thank you very much. And for all of those of you who have been sending links and articles and information, we appreciate it so much. There's just so much information for us to go through. So hopefully we'll eventually get through all of it and do
we'll
videos.
Get through it all.
Yes.
You bet.
And I'm finally remembering to write on the information, print it up, write on it who sent it, so that way I won't be forgetting. And guess what we're getting again?
Elders letters.
Yeah.
So what have we got now? This one's actually dated May 27th. So
yeah.
it's
It
about
took a
month
little
old.
bit. It took a little bit, to start getting them again. So anyway, this is the Kingdom Hall and Assembly Hall construction worldwide to all congregations.
Wait a minute. Kingdom Hall and Assembly Hall construction world. So let me guess. This is another plea for money?
Well, what's interesting is they even mentioned that letter from last March. You know how they forgave the
Has
loans?
it been a year already since their loans were forgiven? My goodness, where has this year gone?
Unbelievable, huh?
Man, hey, we're a year close at Armageddon.
Who are you going to call?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. In March of 2014, an adjustment was made in order to unify the way Kingdom Hall and Assembly Hall construction worldwide is financed.
Yeah, we gotta be unified in this endeavor.
At that time, congregations began to pool their resources to support the construction of theocratic facilities.
AKA bleed more money.
Yeah, I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to do the highlights.
Well, the thing is like that letter back in March of 2014, there's 2 pages of this one with a separate set of instructions to the body of elders. Oh, so yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses, bend over and grease it up because you're about to get it again.
The response to this adjustment by congregations worldwide has been heartwarming as you continue to honor Jehovah with your valuable things.
Now,
Money.
but that's not what we've been hearing. Circuit overseers are going into congregations and say, hey, you're not keeping up with what you vow. So, honestly, this letter just becomes another piece of propaganda BS because the elders and the circuit overseers have to keep reminding the congregations that they're not keeping up with their vows.
Oh, now this is priceless, and hopefully I can read this without laughing. The recent adjustment has served to allow congregations with a surplus to offset the financial needs of other congregations. Okay, here it comes. Wait for it.
A surplus.
And for the governing body to prioritize the tremendous need for additional kingdom halls and assembly halls. And their new studio, and all the other.
Okay, they need. Where's the prop that we so proudly love? What did you do with the prop?
What prop?
The coffin lid.
Oh, it's down over here on the floor.
Oh, excuse me.
So it says each year congregations are to review the amount that they have resolved to donate to support Kingdom Hall and Assembly Hall construction worldwide.
But Watchtower. There's more than a Kingdom Hall of people missing right here. And now that we're doing the old timers list, I mean, really, Jehovah's Witnesses, you really should begin to start figuring this out. They keep telling you you need more Kingdom Halls, but we actually had to put a silver cross in here to represent those that have left, even 10 years ago. My goodness, you don't need Kingdom Halls because you can't even fill the ones you've got now.
Yeah. So, we are confident that your appreciative hearts will continue to move you to do what you can, and the usual blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is the letter they're reading to the congregations. Now for page 2. P.S. to body of elders.
Yeah.
Big, huge, bold print.
Well, let's just remind Jehovah's Witnesses of something first. When you go on to jw.org, there's a little propaganda piece of bullcrap that says something like, "How is the worldwide work funded?" And within their little storyline, they say, "We don't pass collection plates. We don't beg people for money. Blah blah blah." But think about this, Jehovah's Witnesses. Every time you pass a resolution that is equivalent to passing, the tambourine, or passing the hat, or passing the little envelope that you can put your little bit of money in. So look at it from that perspective. Yeah, you may not pass a tambourine every meeting, but once or twice a year you do pass resolutions to give that money to Watchtower. So you're doing the same very thing, only Watchtowers get you believing in a different set of a different meaning to the word pass.
Yeah, exactly. Now this is in bold print at the top. However, this postscript should neither be read to the congregation nor posted on the information board.
You mean so now
Secrets?
Watchtower's keeping secrets from the congregation? Wow, Jehovah's Witnesses, how do you feel about your elders keeping secrets from you? I thought you were a brotherhood.
Well, we've mentioned before that since most congregations are set up as a corporation with trustees, how can you vote on these resolutions when you do not have 100% of the information?
Jehovah's Witnesses, I'm going to get a little political here. The Constitution of the United States of America says that all these truths are self-evident, that all men are created equal in the eyes of God. When your congregation elders are given a separate set of instructions that you know nothing about, Watchtower has taken that equality away from you. You are no longer equal. You are now subservient to the elders and the governing body. How does that even fit with the Constitution of the United States? Start waking up. Start comprehending how you're being manipulated to be nothing but servants of a publishing company.
Yeah. So instead of, like I said, reading this, I'm just going to hit some highlights. All congregations should have an active resolution to support Kingdom Hall and Assembly Hall construction worldwide. Okay, now number 1. As a body of elders, please review the postscript, which was pages 2, 3, and 4 of that elder's letter, like they said, of March 29th, 2014. And I have that letter if anybody wants it. Just contact us through watchtower.expose, and I'll be happy to send you a link to it. To all congregations regarding the adjustment to financing Kingdom Hall and Assembly Hall construction worldwide. And of course, we all know that it was, we're forgiving your loan, but still send the same amount or more.
Yeah, but pass a resolution.
Yeah. Number 2, review how your congregation has done in fulfilling its resolved donations.
Well, wait a minute. If this is a voluntary donation, if the Kingdom Halls in the work of Watchtower is supported by voluntary donations, then why do you have to review how your congregation's doing? You shouldn't have to review nothing.
You know why? Because we know some congregations are falling short of their resolutions, and that the circuit overseers are actually telling the elders, you have to make up this difference.
Yeah.
You know.
So you know what, Watchtower? Why don't you just forget about all of this passing of resolution bullshit? In every congregation meeting you have, just pass a couple of tambourines. You know, you've got 10 and 11-year-old baptized JWs that would be more than happy to bang that tambourine.
Yeah, and give up their ice cream money now.
Yeah.
So it says, review how your congregation is done in fulfilling its resolved donations. Take into consideration whether surplus funds have been building up over time. So if you're building up your congregation funds, give that to them too.
Oh yeah, we want that money. You know, heaven forbid the congregation takes a little bit of that built up surplus and have a congregation picnic or something.
Yeah. So the next one, instead of reading, I'm just going to paraphrase it, and it says that the elders need to see if they need to make an adjustment in this amount, and if you have to conduct a new survey. So in other words, pass out new slips to see, you know.
The tangled web Watchtower is involved with.
Yeah. If needed, a new resolution may be presented to your congregation for approval. Now, this next is in bold print, so pay attention. The new resolution should be in place so that the first donation based on the resolution can be included with the June 2015 remittance to the branch office.
Wow. Watchtower, when will it ever end? When will your grabbing for money... Oh, I know when it ends. When Watchtower's finally shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just becomes a faded memory.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read this. The viewer and friend John sent this. And John, I apologize. For some reason, all of the print up that you sent me did not come up. So I don't know, where this comes from. I was trying to find it on jw.org, and a whole bunch comes up on tithing. So maybe, John, if you're watching this, you can list, where this actually comes from, or if I find it, I will post it down below in the description. But it says, does the bringing in of all the tenth parts or tithing represent giving our all to Jehovah?
Well, that sounds like something Watchtower would easily print.
Oh, I know this is from,
their
their actual website, because I can tell just by, the fonts on here. The Mosaic Law was abolished on the basis of Jesus' death, so monetary tithing is not a requirement. Well, this is what we've been learning our entire lives. Yet tithing has a symbolic meaning. And then they have Ephesians 2:15. It does not represent the giving of our all. While the 10th part was brought year after year, we bring our all to Jehovah only once. When we dedicate ourselves to Him and symbolize our dedication by undergoing water baptism, from that time on, everything we have belongs to Jehovah. Still, He allows us to choose a portion of what we have, a symbolic tithe, to use in His service. It is whatever our circumstances allow and our heart impels us to use. The offerings we bring to Jehovah include the time, energy, and resources used in the kingdom preaching and disciple-making work. Also included are attending Christian meetings, visiting sick and elderly fellow believers, and rendering financial support to true worship. Now, what's interesting, when you go to jw.org now, right on the right-hand column where all their other information is, there's a donation button right there.
Well, you know what I think is interesting about the way Watchtower worded this is it says, it is whatever our circumstances allow and our heart impels us. Okay, here's the thing. If you've got circuit overseers that are now going around and reminding elders that you need to pay what you vow, you need to make sure that the congregations are upholding their vow. That's not an impel, that's a compel. That means you absolutely have to do it.
Which reminds me that when the COs are coming around and they're telling these elders you need to make up the difference, know, and we know that congregations pay all of the CO's expenses when he's visiting your congregation that week.
That's right.
I have a question then. How many of the circuit overseers take their green handshakes and put that in the contribution box?
Yeah. You gotta wonder.
I happen to know of a circuit overseer when he retired had over $100,000 in the bank because they would take all of that money of green handshakes, and cards that you get with money in it and stuff, took that and put it in the bank.
Well, that becomes his personal retirement fund, doesn't it?
So how
Jehovah's
much of that
Witnesses.
do circuit overseers donate back to the society? So when they're sitting there...
none of it. I'll bet none of it.
I'd like to know.
Yep. Exactly.
So it's great to be back to doing videos. We missed this. It's been 2 weeks.
Well, we did a few videos before I went on my little business trip, didn't we?
Well, it's still been,
a week.
Over a week, since we've done videos. So anyway, we've missed everybody and hope everybody has a great weekend. And I love to all of you who are going through hard times, Tony, oh my goodness, so many of you, Clark family, shout out to everybody, and we will be praying for you. We'll be praying for all of you, who are going through difficult times. So hang in there and just know that you're not alone. We love and support you. And, there is a Next JW community out there that will offer love and support because basically we're all in this together.
Yep.
We are. So thank you so much for everything, everybody. And
thanks for watching.
God bless.